Hello and welcome to my ATM10 playthrough. This is something new for me, but I am super excited to start a playthrough of this mod pack. I've played with previous versions of all the mods before and I have thoroughly enjoyed them, but I have been wanting to do a playthrough of this mod pack for a while, but not really while it was actively being worked on. I kind of wanted the mod pack to get to a good place with recipe changes, fixes, and additions. A few things to note for this playthrough. The overall goal of this mod pack, or my goal for the mod pack, is to obtain and automate this ATM star. So we'll be playing this through until completion. I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination with with all the included mods. I probably will not be aware even of some mods being included or incorporated, so I'm always more than open to any feedback with, efficiency, automation. If there's a mod in the mod pack that would make something easier, all open to that. The other thing of note for this playthrough is I'm not really a builder. I try to make things look neat-ish, but I don't particularly enjoy the building aspects of really any mod pack. Just all the options make me feel overwhelmed since I'm not a builder by heart, or by choice. I'll try to make things, again, look neat, but I know some people love the building aspects, but I do not. So we will call this world ATM10 SMP playthrough. We're gonna leave the seed blank. We're just gonna let it run. That looks good, and we will create new world. And as this is loading, we're gonna cut. I will be right back after this has loaded in. All right, we have loaded in. Looks like a good place, really foresty. I don't know what biome this is. A taiga. Looks like another taiga over there. Some warm shore, warm beach. Looks like there might be some salt over there. I remember in previous versions, salt used to be a little bit hard to come by, but I think, yeah, they added a salty bee, which is very, very helpful, because if we look at the salt recipe from all the ores, it's just the ore. There's no real way to, at least from my experience, no real way to find that without like some form of ore generation and something like that. So one of the mods in this mod pack is AllTheMods10, which I am very happy about. We will be using this a lot. Get some logs. And so my first objective is to probably find a good place to live. I'd like to explore that island real quick, and as these quests load, my my game freezes. I have a lot of RAM running on this, but even still, my computer does not want to run it for me. This little pink bed, little like Patrick Star bed. So for those of you who don't know, ATM is a kitchen sink style mod pack, but it's also a quest book mod pack, as you can see up here. So a lot of good quests to follow and a lot of good guidelines. For the start, though, I will not be at all collecting quest rewards, as I do want, a lot of them come with experience, and I do want to save the experience for later, as well as a lot of them give you items, and we will be exploring for the first little bit. So I just do not want to overload my inventory before we find a good starting home. So we'll be getting stone here real quick, and probably kill that cow for some food. Alright, stone has been collected. We're just gonna break that pickaxe real quick and make ourselves some stone tools. Get rid of that. We'll make an axe as well. And we are going to go ahead and just kill this cow. So one of my other first objectives is to find a village. I would really love an infinite hand, just so we don't have to worry about any food, and it's a pretty early game item. There's a lot of those relics and treasures out and about. So, ooh, some loot here, some more food. We're gonna leave those emeralds. We don't really need them right now. And I'm gonna go out and again go to that island, explore maybe the pirate ship, see if that's a good starter place, and we will be back. That's not a regular shipwreck. I forget what mod that's from, but we'll probably be looting this a little bit later. We'll definitely keep note of it, but there's going to be a lot of pillagers, and you see that little guy up there. Forget what he's called, but he will kind of teleport and not give us a really good time. I don't know what that thing is. That is interesting. Looks like they hurt, though. Okay. Hopefully we will survive this. Take that bow. The island doesn't really look like a good starting home, so I'll probably just explore a little bit off camera to find a little bit of a good starter home, and hopefully we'll escape. Yes? No? Exploring via the ocean might not be the best with those little guys running around. They're scary. So, I've come across this little open field here. This looks like a pretty good starting place for us. I think what I'd like to do, again, I'm not like... I guess I should say I'm not an open builder. I guess I'm more of like an interior designer builder. I don't know. I'm not not really a builder. Again, as I've stated before. But what I really like doing is I'm more of a tunneler. So I typically like to just kind of burrow underground, dig out my living quarters instead of actually building something. So I think at least the beginning plan is, until we get some form of flight for exploration, is to kind of hunker down here a little bit. I think it would be cool to get a little bit staircase up there. We can carve out some rooms down here, make this down here look nice, put over a roof, and go from there. And I'm gonna make some food as well while we wait, as I was getting attacked a little bit. But I am playing on version 2.37, which is currently the mod's most recent version. I wanted to wait until then because they've been changing the ATM star recipe a little bit, so at least talking about getting it changed, as well as some other items, and I knew that was going to be coming out probably like somewhat soon, which it did, and it looks like they've now, with this version, added a quest book for Cataclysm, or Ender's Cataclysm, which I haven't personally played with before. So some of the ATM star, they need Witherite and the internal forge hammer, but as I was looking, again, I'm not too familiar with this mod. They didn't have any actual recipes, but now they've had the quest book. It's mentioned that it's they're mob drops, so there is no crafting recipe for either of them. And that's not going to be for a long while. We gotta definitely get started first here. So when I was exploring, I found a couple of useful things: the yellow carpenter bee and resin bee. Resin bee more so than the yellow carpenter bee, because we can eventually start getting plastic from this guy, as well as string if needed. And the yellow carpenter bee for more of a starter bee to get some starter items, as we'll be getting into productive bees and also mystical agriculture relatively early. So I went ahead and cleared out a little bit of area. Still gonna work on it. Again, I don't know if you can see the picture or see what the vision that I'm going for here. Maybe some stairs here. Cleared out this little like entrance place, a little bit of staircase out. So since we found a good starting place, I'm going to, well, first create a couple chests, just so we can store all of this crap. So you can see the item storage is it gets a little bit clogged up there. That's why I wasn't collecting any quest books. But what I really want to do is go just briefly, really quickly, go mining, maybe for some more coal, for some iron, and honestly some redstone too, because if we are going to be moving at all in the near future, I see some iron out there. If we're going to be moving at all, then what I want to do is make sophisticated storage chests. I'm pretty sure it comes from the sophisticated storage mod. And what you can do with those, and I don't believe you can do with regular like vanilla Minecraft chests, is you can actually pick them up with packing tape. That they do require a redstone torch. So just want to get like a little bit of redstone, a little bit of starter materials, and then kind of go exploring for a little bit, because you can get very not overpowered necessarily, but you can get a lot of good gear from just doing a little bit of exploring. So some zinc, some nickel. So I'm just gonna go around real quick, pick up some iron, pick up some redstone, and so the early, I guess, part of the video, I will probably be cutting a whole lot, as I don't believe you guys will want to see me do this. You've seen this 100 times before, and you know, different playthroughs. So I figured this wouldn't be interesting, but if you want to see more of this, and you know, any mining on camera or anything, just let me know. But yeah, I think for now we'll just do a little bit of mining off camera, and we will come back once we return to the surface. And we come back to our first death. Thankfully, the gravestone mod is in this mod pack. I made a couple of rookie mistakes. I forgot to look at the durability of my pickaxe, and we ended up running out and just dying as soon as, well, I couldn't really find a way back up to the surface. So we will be making our way back, and I will be showing you how to avoid that stupid mistake yourself as well. Okay, so we are back home, and the one thing that I forgot to do is you can do a set home command. And so now every time that I want to come home, there's a couple of mods in here. There's the Waystone mod, and I think there's another mod that gives you little warps. Yeah, the warp stone. So there's the waystone pedestals and the warp plates. I tend to not use those too much because by the time that they're useful, I either already have flight or jetpacks, or I'm into mechanism and we have the teleporters. But so one thing I do really like is you can also do slash back. So after I died, just do slash back and get your stuff real quick. And you can also do slash home. And now that I've done slash home, even though I don't have a spawn point set, I should probably make a bed. We can get home real quick. So again, I will be back. I'm going to go caving for a little bit longer. I got some good resources, but nothing too extravagant. But we'll be back once I get what I'm looking for. Alright, we are back from that mining trip. Got a lot of decent resources, some iron. I also, with the iron that previously I had, made some armor, shield, sword, some tools. And so I think now that we got a decent amount of redstone to start off with, I am going to, again, want to make some sophisticated storage chests. And we will probably just separate them out into a little preliminary organizing here, some resources, blocks, and then organics. Hopefully, again, we're going to be gunning for a lot of things pretty quick, just a little bit of setup just in general with everything before you can really get into the mod packs, resource gathering, and all that good stuff. Oh, I already made 2 chests. I forgot about those. And so yeah, let me figure out now kind of the direction that I want to go in, and we will go from there. So first things first, I think the first thing that I'm going to want to do is create a little bit of a farm, just because food is obviously of great importance. And so I think, I forgot that that keeps happening. And so at first we're just going to do a little vanilla, just vanilla farm to start off with. Nothing major. I've found some, carrots, potatoes, and just regular seeds earlier. So we will be doing some just bread, cooked potatoes, and carrots. Good to have all of those ingredients. And so as we're tilling, we are getting worms, so these will increase the tick speed of what is growing, which is also good to have. So we will just set this up real quick, and if I remember correctly, this is like a vanilla mechanic that I'm not too sure of, but I think is still true. If you plant different crops side by side, it increases the tick speed even more, just, for when we are kind of early stages, really needing the food. I've ran out of all my cooked food and all the bread, so I think what I am going to do between now and the next episode is I'm going to explore a little bit. I'll probably record and show anything that I find interesting, do a little bit of mining off camera, get the house, or if you can even call it a house at this point, get that situated a little bit for the time being, and we'll come back next episode, hopefully ready to go, collect some quests and all that good stuff. But hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. Looking forward to continuing this and actually getting into some of the mods for next episode, and I'll catch y'all later.